Yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? Give it a few minutes. I'll start around 9:05. Let the people come in first. Is my volume okay? Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully it's all clear. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a good week and slowly bringing in the weekends lah. Right. So while we wait, can I trouble you to scroll down a little bit? You see the little thumb ups, the little thumb there? Help me smash the like button until it turns blue. Whack it until it turns blue. Smash it, dude. Smash the like button. You know you want to. That's right. Smash the like button. Okay. So how's everyone? Did I do my hair? No, I woke up like this. Sorry, that's you gotta fight with two other guys in the chat for that. Okay, let's give it 2 more minutes, then I'll start. Right. Can I be your son? Nice, nice, nice. Great to see a few people in the chat. Ponzi scheme? No lah. Ponzi scheme coming out next month, dude. Not now, not now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Big words there, man. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. So, hopefully we get a few more coming in later. But let's start lah. For those who are here already, thanks for tuning in. Hope you all had a great week. Right. For those who don't know me, my name is Zen. Right. I got into the market around last year, April 2020. But I studied for about 3 full months and started testing around June and properly traded around July. So been in the market for maybe 8 months ish. Right. And I turned 25k into 70k, I turned 100k into 350k over the past 6 months. Right. And this is a result of over 400 trades, and I never hold overnight. So I started YouTube late last year to share what I learned because there was no trading resources for Bursa. all of it is mostly US for stock markets. Right? And last month I decided to start this trading academy. If you're not part of it, it's in the first link. So whenever you're free, head down to the description, first link. That's how you join my free Discord. I wanted to build a community and help new traders, right? And those who want to enter the stock market. There's not much, like I said, there's not much resources. So I wanted to build a very transparent, very trustworthy place for people to get resources to join Bursa specifically. Right? And as usual, before I start, I need to play my disclaimer. Right? Everything I say is my own opinion. You shouldn't use this as financial advice. It's just my opinion, right? At the end of the day, you are still responsible for your own investments, right? And whatever I share today is for entertainment purpose only. Okay, just sharing my opinion. Make sure you do your own due diligence every time before deciding to do anything that relates to stocks. Okay. So I get a lot of I'm interested to start, but I don't know how to trade. I don't know where to start. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know what I don't know, right? That is very common for people who are interested in the stock market, because the stigma around stock market is that it's very hard. It's very hard to get into. So everybody is scared at the beginning, right? Nice, we get about 20 viewers right now. Okay, nice. So today, I want to quickly touch on the reality of trading. Okay, like from a trader's perspective, from a trader who learned from nothing, I want to share with you the real challenges and the reasons why I think most traders give up, right? And then I want to talk about how I started trading and the key steps I took to get to where I am in such a short period of time. And so that you can apply it to your own journey as well. And also I want to debunk your excuses, because in my opinion, most of the excuses that I hear, they are just like excuses. It's not reasons to not trade. It's just excuses for you to not try. Okay, so if you want to, open up your notepad or take your notepads out if you use pens. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump straight in. So trading, like I mentioned earlier, has a very bad name, right? You've probably heard these from your parents, right? You will lose money in the stock market, and trading is a scam, because most of them probably tried to get in the stock market at some point in their life, right? And they failed. So they're just trying to protect you. But at the same time, you tend to see quite a few successful traders out there, especially in the US. In Malaysia, it's slightly different. They don't really go public, but you see that they're living that lifestyle, that lifestyle, the trader lifestyle that you dream of, and they're selling the idea that if you buy my course, you can do this too. And they always catch your interest, but because you guys are smart, when it's too good to be true, you know it usually is. So you guys are most likely quite internally conflicted. You know that there's a lot of potential, right? You see that my friend can do it, but at the same time, you know that people lose a lot of money on the market as well. So the reality is that trading is very, very hard, right? Trading is hard, but most people fail not because of the reasons you think it is, right? There's two main reasons why people fail, but no one ever admits it. So I will be the one to break it to you. This is based on my experience and also the challenges that I face as well, right? So whatever I say from here on might be a little deep, so please don't take it personally, okay? So how many of you have tried to get into like a workout routine, right? Or like a New Year's resolution, and you're super pumped during the first month, the first few sessions, you're so pumped to pick it up, right? And then 1 month later, you're back to your old lifestyle. You're slacking away, you're watching Netflix, eating junk. How many of you committed to, right? Let's say reading a book, right? You told yourself, I want to read 2 books this year. I want to read 1 book this year even. But you don't get past the 2nd chapter. Now, I'm not trying to give you a life lesson, but I'm trying to connect the dots, okay? Sorry lah. But this is reality, dude. So a lot of people, they tend to get very excited when they want to pick up something new. But then after a short while, right? After a very short while, they get very lazy and the excuses start coming. They start coming, you get bored, you get lazy. When you don't get like instant gratification, for example, working out, you got to work out for 6 months, 12 months before you see any proper results, right? For most people, they work out for 3 months, 5 months, and then they're like, my biceps aren't getting bigger, so I'm gonna quit. Right? I was there. I did it for 6 months, I didn't see results, I quit. So this applies to trading as well, right? It's commitment, right? Commitment is the first step to trading, and it's the first main reason why most people fail, right? Commitment in the form of waking up 9 a.m. every single day for market open. Commitment in the form of following your strategy even when it's not getting the right outcomes that you want, right? And commitment to keep learning, keep improving, keep adapting. Okay? So you gotta ask yourself, will you be willing to wake up at 8 a.m. every day and then sit in front of the market at 9 a.m. even though if the market is slow, even if you're not making money consistently? Will you be willing to trust your trading strategy even when, let's say, you're on a 5-10 losing streak, right? If your strategy is losing, let's say 5-6 losses in a row, are you still willing to commit to the strategy? And then are you willing to keep trying to improve, right? Every day, even when you find consistency, because the market is always changing, you have to keep improving, right? Most people, they get comfortable with one strategy and then they get lazy, and when the market changes and they don't adapt, that's when they fail. So most of the traders fail at the commitment stage. It's not because the market is hard, it's because they fail to commit, right? Most traders, especially new ones, they try 3 months of trading. They don't see immediate results because maybe they start and then they get a few lucky wins and then they start losing. That is where most of the traders start to think, oh, the market is very tough. The market is a scam. Because it made me win at first and then now it took everything away. In reality, you shouldn't blame the market. Yeah. Now, there are a few ways to prevent this. I'm just going to touch on this really quickly. First one is to join a community, right? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but this is a personal pain point for me, right? Because doing it alone, I did it alone. I started alone, not really alone, but for the whole process, I had to go through all the challenges by myself, right? Nobody around me understood that even though I lost money, if I executed well, I didn't do that bad. But everybody thinks if I lose money, right? If I lose money, you would think I am a bad trader, even though I executed my trades well. So that is the main issue, and most people won't understand it. So I wanted to build a community to sort of share my mindset and have a place where everybody can share what they know, share what they know, learn from each other, and of course, doing things with friends, always more fun, right? Always more fun. Especially, for example, I'll use gymming as an example again. If you go to gym alone, you get bored really quickly. But if you have somebody to go to gym with you, you're more likely to stay like 2 or 3 times as long, right? Now the second one is to get an accountability partner. Similar to what I just mentioned, have somebody there to do it with you, right? In trading, when you are your own boss, right, you do it by yourself. A lot of people, they blame the market, right? They break their discipline, they don't trade well, right? And then they just, because their ego is a bit hard, right? So they think, it's not me, it's the market's fault. So having an accountability partner, they will be there to cut through your bullshit and make sure you're doing things correctly. That is the main point. Having somebody there to help you cut through your bullshit and force you to do things properly, almost like shame you into being disciplined, because you don't want to go into a session. You don't want to go into a session saying, oh, I took this stupid trade today. Oops. And then everybody around you be like, why are you so dumb? Or not so directly, but you get the point, right? Having somebody there to help you is a very good way to keep you committed, to keep both of you committed. And the last one is to think long term. This is slightly harder. This is slightly harder because it's all in the mind, right? If you are doing it alone, sometimes you get overwhelmed by your emotions. It's hard to think long term when you're losing. But if you trust your strategy enough and you think about the long term, you know that in 50 trades, you will be profitable. So this all ties in having people to be there for you, having a community to share knowledge with you, and having someone to help you and remind you that don't worry, it's only you're in a cold streak. If you keep trying, if you keep trading, you will get out of it eventually. That is assuming your strategy works, right? Now, the second point. So the first point was commitment. People fail at commitment. The second point, the second reason why people fail is expectations, right? A lot of people, they come in the market with crazy expectations, right? And then when their expectations aren't met, they just think trading is a scam. For example, they come in thinking they want to make, let's say, double my net worth, right? How fast can I double my net worth? If it was so easy, everybody would be rich. The problem with trading is that the more you focus on money, the worse you do. Right? It's very, very, very weird. And if you're doing it alone, sometimes it's quite hard to figure that out by yourself. Right? So one thing you have to keep telling yourself is don't expect to make money in the first 6 months. Okay, I'll touch more about this later, but just it doesn't make sense for you to go into something new and then expect to be good at it. Right? You got to focus on the process, right? Successful traders, they focus on the process. Did I follow my plan? Did I execute well? Right? Did I study the strategy properly? Right? You need to accept that you need time, okay? Don't expect to double your wealth so quickly. The next one, simple, I need to find the best strategy. Everybody thinks that there is one best strategy out there. Reality is, there's no such thing. You have to backtest a strategy that works for you, right? And you have to find a strategy that is sustainable, which means you have to do it. You can do it again and again and again and again, instead of a strategy that makes you double the money, triple the money, because those don't exist. You need to find a strategy that has history of repeating itself. For example, my breakouts. If you haven't watched my breakout video, it's on my channel. But the breakouts, they repeat every single day. If you're in my Discord, you see that I show live examples every single day. So a strategy like that repeats every single day, and you know it makes you money over a long term, that is a strategy that works. There's no best strategy, right? And the problem with that is most people, like I mentioned, they think they need a very complex strategy, a secret strategy that nobody knows, right? They think they have to find that secret strategy. In reality is, the simpler the strategy, the more people trade it, the more likely it is to happen. So look for basic strategies. Don't look for the crazy advanced ones that nobody understands. Okay? If you can't explain the strategy to your mom in an elevator ride, it's too complex. Right? That's it. Straightforward. And the third one is the lazy man's term. I'll just follow what he's buying. That might work if you're using eToro, if you're using investments. But when it comes to trading, right, when you want to trade like how I do it, very quick trading, it never works, right? I could tell you exactly what to do, and I guarantee you still fail. Because the strategy is only 20% of the game, right? The mental game is 80%. If you can't handle the losses, if you can't execute the trade, if you can't be confident when you enter, you will fail, right? So, quick recap. Let me read the chat real quick. I like what you have stated. The whole point at the start isn't about making money and profit. The main priority is gaining market exposure to understand the dynamics of the stock market. Exactly. So it's all about getting the experience. All about learning, right? The start is always about learning. Okay? You can't expect to join the NBA and play as well as like LeBron James, right? You need time to practice. It goes the same way for everything you do. Your job, you study for 13 years to get a job. Why do you think you can jump straight into this without any prior practice or any prior knowledge, right? So the recap, lack of commitment and unrealistic expectations are the two main reasons why people fail. Okay, you should note this down. so that you know how you know what to avoid when you start. Okay? So let's move on to the next hot point. This is what everybody is here for. Is trading for you? Right? Now that you know why people fail, you want to know, can I actually do it? Everybody wants to know, can I actually trade? Now, in my opinion, there is no personality or there's no one type of person that is good at trading, right? You can have low risk tolerance. There is a trading strategy for you, right? You can have a very slow or quick personality and there's a trading strategy for you. You just have to look for it. In my opinion, anybody can do well in trading if you have these three traits, right? Commitment, like we mentioned earlier, a hunger for self-improvement, and self-confidence. I know it sounds very Tony Robbins, like improve your lifestyle, but trading and self-improvement is very, very interconnected. Okay? Because in trading, the only way you can be sustainable in the market is constantly improving, constantly adapting and improving your strategy. Right? As markets change, your strategy has to change. So constant improvement is one of the keys for trading well. So you ask yourself this, okay? Am I willing to commit? We went through commitment already, okay? Are you willing to show up every day, 9 a.m. sharp? Are you willing to record every trade, even when you feel lazy, right? It's so tedious. I have to do this. I have to record so many pieces of information. Are you willing to study at night after work? Those of you who work, right? Are you willing to get home and then pull out your Excel sheet, open up the historical charts and study? On the weekends, are you willing to stay home and study, right? That is the first key to doing well. Yeah. Second one, hunger for self-improvement is in line with building habits. Building habits to do well, because trading should, at a certain point in your trading career, right, you shouldn't be trying to figure out how to trade anymore. It should be figuring out how to execute non-stop, how to execute your trades. And that all comes with habit. If you build the wrong habits, you will lose in the long term, right? Because you might get lucky once or twice, but if you keep doing something that is not sustainable, logically you will fail in the long run. Okay? Third one, self-confidence. This one, it comes with knowledge. The more you understand the trading strategy, the more backup you have, the more statistics you have to back up your trading strategy, the more proof you have. Like, you can go back to your Excel and say, I know that in 100 trades, I can make this amount. This will make you a lot more confident to enter the trade. So instead of sitting in front of a trade and think, is this trade gonna go? I don't know if this trade will go. You should think of it as, this is just another trade in my sample size, right? I know if I take 100 trade, I will win 50. So you don't care if you lose this or if you lose the next. You know that if you keep trading it the same way, non-stop, right? If you keep trading the same strategy non-stop, you will eventually get to where your statistics say. So that is where self-confidence comes from. Okay? Now, for those of you who are getting quite bored and thinking, this guy is just trying to sell me some life improvement kind of thing. Now, let's talk about something more technical. The three most important things in trading. This is all you need, okay? This is all you need. This is literally all you need. 1, a proven strategy, a proven profitable strategy. 2, risk management. And 3, psychology. Okay, I'll go through them quite briefly. Hopefully everyone is following. Yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat, and then later I'll run through the chat and see if there's any questions that I can touch upon. Curious to know more on how you day trade plus work full time? Don't worry, it's coming up right after this. I'm gonna share with you. Okay, so 3 main things. This you should note down because you will go through this. I guarantee any trader will go through these 3 things. The first one, is a proven, sustainable, profitable strategy. We talked about this a few times already today. A sustainable strategy that is back-tested. You tested it through historical charts. You take the strategy, you look at the history, and you record statistics. If I buy in at this pattern, did it fail or did it go? If it went, how much did it go? Right? Then you start to record all the statistics, and then you can find, let's say, out of 100 trades, average I win 60. So you know that in the long term, you will win 60 trades. That is a sustainable, profitable strategy. Right? Second one is risk management. Once you have a strategy, that's where you make money. Okay, step 1, make money. Step 2, keeping money. Everybody thinks about making money, but nobody thinks about keeping money. Okay? Keeping money is very hard for people because of the gamblers, the gambling mindset, you know. So the gambling mindset is, if I put more, I could make more. But everybody thinks about making. Nobody thinks about losing. Good traders, successful traders, always think about, what if I lose? Right? You shouldn't think of, what if I win, how much I can make. You should think about, what if I lose? Right? Because making money is very easy. Trust me, making money, you just have to catch a few good trades. You've made a few thousands. The challenge is, can you keep the money when the trade is going bad, right? Do you have the balls to sell? Do you have the balls to take the loss? If you don't take the loss, all it takes is one big loss. Doesn't matter how much you've made. One big loss will kill your account. That's where risk management comes in. Right? It's slightly more advanced, so I'm not going to go too detailed, but it's basically controlling the size of your losses. Okay? Protect your capital. That is the key to long-term trading. Because making money is easy, keeping money is hard. The third one, respect the psychology. This is for developing traders. Once you get the strategy, once you get risk management, trading psychology will be the difference between a trader that can do it for 6 months versus a trader that can do it for 6 years. If you want to do trading long term, right? That is the goal, long term trading. You're going to do this every single day. So if you don't have the right mentality, right, you will burn out very, very, very quickly. Or the market will get to you eventually. Trust me, because I'm at the point right now, right, where the market is slow, the market is tough, and it's really getting to my head, right? Whether I can do this for one full year, whether I can do this for the next 20 years. But you got to keep pushing through. Because when you know the outcome, when you know the expected outcome, there's really no reason for you to quit. But it's mentally challenging every day to wake up every single day knowing that there's a chance that you lose money, and there's a very low chance that you make money today. Okay? So this is probably the most important thing for you to note down. These 3 things every trader will go through. Okay? Now, let's get to the fun part. Okay? Did I miss the bus? It's okay. Don't worry if you missed the bus. Don't worry if you missed the front of the webinar. You can always replay it. It will be posted on my channel. Alright? So, the first excuse. The famous, I am working, I don't have time. And let me tell you why this is not a great excuse. Honestly, I trade about 15 to 20 minutes in a day only. Right? Even though I live stream in the morning just so I can show you live trades, because I can't live stream only when the trade comes out, right? So I live stream in the morning, but in reality, I trade about 15 to 20 minutes a day only. So for those working in essential services like healthcare and banking, I understand that it's a bit hard to find time. Okay? But for the rest of you, right? Do you actually spend your whole day working? Let's be real. Right? Do you actually spend 8 hours a day fully working the whole day? Right? How often do you spend like 10 to 20 minutes on your phone scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp? Right? You actually have pockets of time throughout your day. And if you can manage these pockets of time, instead of scrolling your phone, get work done so that you can trade when the opportunity comes, right? And excuse me, if you, when the opportunity comes, you, instead of taking 20 minutes to play with your phone, you take 10 minutes to take the trade. There we go, right? Everybody has time to trade. Because these kind of trades, right? These kind of trades, they only take like 10 minutes. If you've seen my breakouts, if you've seen my live trades, most of my trades take about 10-15 minutes only. So if you want to learn my strategy, it works even if you have a full-time job. I mean, I'm working a full-time job and I'm trading, right? And I still managed to get my stuff done because I manage my time well. Okay. But how do I know when to enter the trade if I'm not watching it the whole time? Let me introduce you to alerts. Okay. So what you're seeing now is a chart, right, of a breakout pattern. If you see the chart right now, the green line is the breakout spot, but you see the orange line, right? The orange line is an alert, and when a stock touches my alert, I will get a notification on my screen, and that's how I know when to trade, right? When you get to know these strategies, right? When you start learning this strategy, you will know where to put the alerts, right? So right now, don't focus on how to put the alerts. Focus on the fact that you can put alerts. So you don't have to keep watching the trade. You don't have to keep watching the stock the whole day, right? You just put it close to where you would enter, and you let the alerts do the work for you. So this is how I trade and work full-time at the same time, right? I let the alerts do the work for me. When I get the notification, that is where I out-tab, I go to my trading platform, and then I enter the trade. Then this is where the 10 minutes will do. This is where the 10 minutes will go. I get the trade done. I close my trade. And I go back to work. Right? So one thing you should know is your priorities. Right? If you're working full-time, you have to accept that you will miss moves. Right? Sometimes you're in a meeting. Sometimes you're on a call. There's nothing you can do. Right? You will miss moves if you want to trade and work a full-time job at the same time. But that's okay, because if you know that these patterns repeat every other day, right? It doesn't matter if you miss a few, because you can just catch the next one, right? And if you understand how the statistics work, if you know in 100 trades how it will perform, if you miss one, it doesn't matter, because you can catch another one and it's still part of 100 trades. So you shouldn't be worried about missing trades, because if you know your trade is sustainable, that means it keeps repeating, you can just keep going next one, right? The bonus is, if you're in a trading group, you get calls like this. So when I see stocks that have potential to break out, right, which is my pattern, I usually inform the group. And then usually, yeah, so sort of like alert, sort of like a signal, but you set your own alerts, right? I tell you, I bring stocks to your attention, but you set your own alerts. That is why you should join the trading Discord. First link in description. Join it after the webinar. It's free. You just have to get onto Discord. Yeah. Now the next excuse that everybody has is, I don't have money to start. Right? Are you gonna be broke forever? Right? You're not gonna be broke forever. Let's be real. You're gonna be earning money. You're gonna be earning money as you work your full-time job, right? So start saving up. It doesn't matter if you don't have money to trade now, right? You take 6 months to learn. In 6 months, you surely have enough capital to get into the market. Okay, start saving up. Don't spend on another bag. Don't spend on that pair of shoes. Don't pay more for the brand. Okay, there's no need for it, right? MCO, nobody's gonna see you use it anyways. Save up your money so that you can use your money to make money. Okay, make more money. Don't spend on all those unnecessary things. Then you won't be able to use this excuse anymore, right? You won't be broke forever. Okay, so I don't have money to start is not a valid excuse. Okay, next one is, I don't know how to start. Right? I don't know how to start. after today, you will never be able to use this excuse as well, because this is where you start. If you're in the webinar right now, right? Those of you who are watching, you're already on the right track. Okay? I have a playlist on my YouTube channel specifically for you. Okay, sorry if it seems like I'm plugging, but this is honestly the only resource that you have for if you're interested in starting Bursa, right? Obviously, it's only 6 videos right now because I just started my YouTube channel not long ago. But if you follow this space, there'll be more and more and more basics videos coming up, I guarantee. I have a lot of videos planned, so make sure you follow this. Make sure you follow this playlist, okay? And if these videos are not enough, if you want to speed up your learning, wait till the end of the webinar. I have something for you. Just wait till the end of the webinar. If you are one of the people who are very, very, very eager to learn how to trade, I have something for you at the end of the webinar. Now, the last excuse that you always hear, I'm afraid to lose money. Okay. One thing you have to accept, right? One thing you have to accept is you need to risk money to make money. That's just how it works, okay? The fear of losing money is something all traders have to overcome. But there's a way to overcome it. You start with paper trading, right? Paper trading is basically fake trading. You're still trading, but you're trading theoretically, okay? Or you just start with a small account, just put in 1,000 ringgit, just put in 2,000 ringgit, okay? So it doesn't matter if you lose that amount because it's tiny, right? And then you keep trying with a small account until you are confident in your strategy, then you can size up, right? By then you'll be used to risk reward already, and at the end of the day, the money you save up is worthless anyways. If you're just going to leave it in a bank account, it's going to rot. It's just going to rot, right? Your interest rate is so low, right? Do something better with your money. But of course, only trade with money you can afford to lose, okay? Only trade with money that you can afford to lose. The money I'm referring to earlier is for your excess income. If you're struggling to put food on the table, you shouldn't even be trading, okay? Because if you put too much pressure to make money on trading, right? This is a recurring theme. You cannot keep focusing on the money, okay? You cannot keep focusing on the money. If you put too much emphasis on making money, it will lead to emotional trading when things go wrong, because that's just how trading works. You get months where things just don't go the way you want, right? And you will end with failure. That's just how it is. Okay? So, no more excuses. Okay? I don't want to hear any more excuses. Everybody can trade. You just have to manage your time properly. Okay? Now, a bit of food for thought. Now, clear your mind a bit. Okay? Clear your mind a bit. What's the worst that could happen? Think about it. For all those of you who are scared to enter, right? What is the worst that could happen? Right? Think about it. If you try and you succeed, you will change your life completely, right? You make more than enough money than you need. Money becomes secondary and you can focus on all of the important things. But if you fail, what are you going to do? You go back to working for the rest of your life, right? But isn't that what you're doing anyways? If you're scared of going into debt, then the issue is a completely different thing. You're not scared to enter anymore, right? You're just scared to gamble. It's so easy to prevent going into debt. Just play with a smaller account. Just don't use so much money, right? Think about it. The worst case scenario, right? The worst case scenario, if you try and you fail, the worst case scenario is you return to your normal life and you work for the rest of your life, right? But you still come out with more knowledge, right? You still come out with more knowledge at the end of the day, right? So at the end of the day, even if you try and fail, you still gain something. So to me, if you tell me, if you commit 6 months to 1 year, you have a chance of completely changing your life. You have the chance at wealth and freedom. And the worst case scenario, you just continue your life working forever. I'll take the chance any day, right? So it seems like everybody has the same thought of, I'm afraid of losing money, right? Just don't trade with money. Come on. Or just trade with a small account until you're confident. Right? This might demotivate all of the short-sighted people who want to make money fast. Okay? So at this point, I might lose half of my viewers already. Right? All the short-sighted people who want to make money fast. But you have to look at the bigger picture. If you're aiming for long-term wealth, right? Why does it matter if you don't make money for the first 6 months? If you're going to be trading and making a lot more money for the next 20 to 50 years, why are you putting so much pressure on the first 6 months? Right? You need to get out of that mental block. Right? Once you can get out of the mental block of wanting to make money quick, then it will solve half your issues because you are willing to get into the market with no money or with very little money because you are focusing on the trading process. You're focusing on learning how to trade in the first 6 months, right? If you're expecting large returns in a short period, don't even bother trying because you will lose all your commitment before 6 months, right? For me, it took me 3 full months of studying, backtesting about 12 hours a day. So that gives you a good gauge of how much time you need to put in, right? And even after I studied, even after I backtested all my strategies, right? I started with only a capital of 4,000. But when I started with 4,000, it doesn't mean I'm risking 4,000 ringgit. When I start with 4,000, every trade I risk 50 ringgit, 100 bucks. So every trade that I lose like 50 bucks only. Okay? So those of you who are still struggling to accept that you need to put in all the hours and struggling to accept that you will lose money to learn how to trade, right? It's going to be a hard journey for you. I'm sorry to say, that is the reality. You will not make money in the first 6 months, right? Unless you study super hard, like 12 hours a day, keep backtesting, and you keep learning, then maybe you can shorten your learning curve to 3 months. But the reality is, completely honest, you will take time to learn. It's almost like a language. Treat trading as the language of money, right? You can't learn to speak a language fluently in the first week. It takes time, it takes practice, except this language makes money. Okay? If you fail, life goes back to normal. So why not try? Right? Just take the chance. Worst case, you spend 6 months learning the stock market. You get the knowledge. The knowledge will not run away. Once you learn about the stock market, every time you look at it, at least you have a better understanding than majority of the people. Right? The best case scenario, you pick up trading, you do well, your life is completely different. So to close it off, you learn the stock market once and it will last you forever, right? I can stop trading this month. Let's say I stop trading this year, I can pick it up again next year because I know the basics already and I know the process. Because I focus on the process when I learn. So I know how to generate more. I know how to generate a new trading strategy because it all started from the beginning, right? Having a good fundamental understanding of how to make a trading strategy rather than just stealing an idea, rather than stealing a strategy and trying to imitate it. You can imitate, it's a good way to learn, but imitate and adapt, right? So that is all I have for today. So let's move to a quick Q&A session so that everyone can ask their questions. I think this will be a good time for you to scroll down and smash the like button if you have not already. Make sure the little thumb down there is blue. Beat it until it's blue, okay? Smash the like button. Okay, I'm gonna go through a few questions that I missed earlier. And right now, just feel free to spam the chat with any questions you have. And obviously join the free trading Discord, first link in the description. Okay, let me see. Curious to know, I lack self-confidence. I lack self-confidence in trading, but when I learned how to lose instead of chasing wins, I started to gain confidence. That is completely correct as well. Successful traders are not winners. Successful traders are very, very good losers. In my prime, when I'm at my peak performance, I can take 10 losses in a row and I don't feel a thing. That's because I trust my strategy. I trust my statistics. I trust my numbers. Okay? I've always scared of penny stocks. What should I do to get more confident? I've studied the counter and my paper trade always boom. Right. Ida, I think you have the right mindset to do your research, to do your due diligence, right? But you also need the first point. You need a proven profitable strategy, right? So I can't tell you what your strategy is now, so I can't tell you how to make it consistent. But if you want to learn my strategy, it's on my YouTube. It's just scroll down, go to my video, scroll down. It's a yellow box. It's called breakouts. So that strategy is tested, and I give examples every single day. If you go to my Discord right now, you go to Stock Talk, you can see all the examples that I pull up. Okay. So the way to get more confident is you're doing it correctly. You're studying it, but make sure that it is profitable in the long run, right? Make sure you have a pattern that repeats non-stop, that you can keep doing again and again. Because if your strategy only happens once, there's no point doing it, right? You got to find a method that can keep going on and on and on. I have some free money, but I don't know whether I should jump into stash away or trading. If you are fresh into the market, I suggest just chuck it into stash away first, right? Because trading will take time to learn. And then maybe when you're 3 months in, you can start putting a bit of money into the market, because you eventually need to jump in the market with some money. Then, because when you're studying it, you're studying theory, right? But when you are doing it, you're doing practical trading, you're doing actual trading, nothing can prepare you for the actual market. So you will have questions that you didn't know. You didn't know that things were like this, and then you will develop more and more questions when you actually get into the market. And you need motivation. Don't worry, bro. Join a group. I'll make sure to motivate everyone. I'm starting to learn more about Luno platform. Luno platform is for Bitcoin. I can't say anything about long term, sorry. Best thing about breakouts is that when you miss it, there'll always be more in the future. There we go. This guy gets it. My model student. Let's see, any more questions on the way down? But what if my mandatory expenses exceed my monthly income, causing me to go above limit on 7 credit cards? Then you should focus on growing your income first, okay? But that shouldn't be a reason for you to not learn, because as you grow your income, you learn. And when your income exceeds your monthly expenditure and you start saving excess income, at least you're ahead on your study game, right? Don't wait till you have enough money to start studying. Okay, let's see. So my mentality must be setting aside RMX amount, telling myself I'm prepared to lose this. That it will be a good mindset to have, right? Setting aside the amount of money that you won't lose sleep over. Even if you lose this money, you won't lose your sleep. Okay? That's how you should handle your money. I mean, that's how you should handle your money when you trade. Right? Don't trade with something that when you're trying to put the money in, right, you're scared. Because when the emotions come, mid-trade decisions will always screw up your trade, right? Mid-trade decisions never work. So you gotta be okay with losing, right? So that when you're in the trade, you're not afraid of, oh, what if I lose this money? When you're in a trade, you're just thinking, okay, it's going near my take profit, or, oh, I need to stop loss soon. That is the only thing you should be thinking of. You shouldn't think, should I exit now? Because your exit should be clear already. Want to try but lack knowledge, because I don't try things that I don't know, because I know I'll definitely lose money. Yes, so don't put the money in until you learn. So if your excuse is want to try but lack knowledge, then just get more knowledge, right? You can go to my YouTube channel. The knowledge is free. There's no reason for you to not watch. What do I think of insider trading? I don't know what you're talking about, man. How much is a good amount to start? So I recently made a video on it's on my channel, about how much money you need to start trading, right? And because of how commissions work, right? Because of how commissions work in Malaysia, I do not suggest you I do not suggest you trade with less than 5,000 ringgit. You could trade with 2,000, right? You could trade with 2,000 when you are testing the market. That is fine. You can start with as little as you want when you're testing the market. But to properly trade, once you learn how to trade, let's say you're 6 months or 7-8 months in and you're confident that you can do it, 10k is a very sweet spot to start. Then you can generate maybe 5 to 10% every month and then slowly grow your account. Do I need to learn all the terms and strategies before entering the market? Yes. All right. You got to be ready for everything before you enter the market. But again, all the terms. Okay, no. You don't have to learn all the terms. You have to learn everything that covers your strategy. So if you are focusing on buying stocks, you don't have to learn how to short stocks. So shorting means you're selling the stock and then buying it back. So you don't have to learn that if you're trying to buy, right? Having doubt about stock market trade, I just invest on cryptocurrency. Any platform I should start, which legit? I don't know, sorry. I don't follow crypto and I don't follow investing. So far, I've only traded on Bursa and I'm trying my hands on forex right now. And we're still trading, no investing so far. How do I shortlist stocks I analyze for the day? I guess that can be in another webinar, another short webinar on how I look for stocks to trade in a day. How to be a millionaire in 5 days. Find a billionaire wife. Do you concentrate your capital solely on day trading or do you allocate partially to long-term dividend generating blue chips or short-term swing trades? Right now, I concentrate about 90% of my capital into trading, yes. Because on average, I can generate about 20% returns per month. Okay, not anymore because my trading account has gone so big. Right now, I have about 300k in my account, but I trade with about 150 only. So I am planning to wire out 150 and either put it into a cash flow asset or put it into, depending how much I need, into forex. But no, I do not invest. I do not invest in long-term dividend. Again, because I know I can generate a lot more gains through trading, right? So it doesn't make sense mathematically for me to put my money into a blue chip stock that can return me like 5% in a year when I can make 5% in a month. Is buying Toto same as stocks? If you go into stocks without a strategy, yeah, it's the same as buying Toto. If you are listening to Uncle G, he tells you to buy this stock and you go in, yeah, it's the same as buying Toto. So when do I know I can start putting in real money? You will know when you are confident. When you start to understand like the numbers behind the trading strategy, right? The best point, the peak point you should hit is when you don't look at stocks and think, is this gonna work? You don't think that anymore. You know you are ready when you look at a stock and think, where am I entering? Where am I exiting? You don't care if it works or not, right? Because you have the statistics to back it up. At the end of the day, it's the numbers game. If you know you can make 20% if you take 100 trades, your goal shouldn't be to catch winning trades anymore. Your goal should be to execute 100 trades properly so that you can get to your 10%. Does that make sense? That's the importance of statistics. So that it changes your perspective. You don't have to, you don't feel, there's no ego in it anymore, right? There's no more ego of, I'm correct, I'm wrong. You don't care if the trade works or not. You care if you execute properly. Because again, I'll repeat it again so that you can try to understand it. If this pattern, I have statistics saying if I trade this 100 times, I will make 10% of my money. Okay, if you know that, your goal should be, I want to take 100 trades as soon as possible so I can make the 10%. You shouldn't look at the stock and think, can this win? Can this not win? Can this win? Can this not win? But obviously, you should have a clear criteria, right? Your question shouldn't be, is this going to be a winning trade? Your question should be, does this trade fit my criteria? And your criteria should be very clear cut. Very, very clear cut. How about Friday rules counter from your opinion experience? Friday rules counter. I assume you're talking about Contra where people sell on Friday. Those I'm not sure. Usually on Friday, statistically, I do very badly on Friday. So most of my gains are made between Tuesday and Thursday, right? Monday is a bit slower. Friday is even slower. I think from all of my profits, right? I think, let me think. I think about only like 4 to 5% of my profits are made on Friday. How do you recover mentally when you've taken a huge loss on one trade or if you're on a losing streak? Right? Okay, that's a very good question. So the mental game is the hardest part of trading, right? When you're losing, you're going to be doubting yourself, I guarantee. Especially if you're new, you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be thinking, is my pattern failing already? Can my pattern really work? This is where statistics play such a huge role. That's why I keep mentioning statistics. If you know in 100 trades you will make 10%, it doesn't matter if you lose 10 in a row. Obviously, nobody is a robot, right? You will feel the tilt when you lose 10 in a row. But if you can pull up your statistics, right? If you can pull up your statistics and then you keep reminding yourself, it's okay, if I take another 90 trades, I know I will make 10% in the long run. So you don't worry. So it helps you get over the tilt. It helps you get over the loss because you know when you take more and more trades, as long as you keep executing well, as long as you keep executing the trade correctly, the results will follow the stats, right? Even better if you have a larger sample size. If you have 1,000 trades recorded, the statistics will be extremely reliable. So that's how I usually get over losing streaks. Right now, I'm in a losing streak right now. I think this month I'm down about 15,000. Well, I started the month down 25,000, but now I recovered about 10k in the last week. Still down 15,000, but it's not the end of the world. Because I know that if I keep executing, I will end the year green. As long as my trading strategy continues working, that's where adapting comes in. What do I do with my money? I save it. Right now, most of the money is in my trading account because there are opportunities where I do dump in a huge chunk of my money, right? Maybe a huge 250 to 300k position on like gigantic dip buys. I think I'm gonna direct you to a video that I have on my channel where I made 52k in 2 trades. Those 2 trades, I utilized my whole account. So right now the money is sitting in there, almost like reserve ammunition in case the perfect trade comes. But I plan to wire it out and invest it into a cash flow asset. Find something that can generate cash flow for me. I haven't figured out what that is yet, but that is the plan. Either a property that I can rent out, but I know rental in Malaysia is not really ideal. Or something along the lines that can generate cash flow for me. And I need to wire out some money as well because I'm planning to diversify into forex. So I need money to trade forex as well. What is my goal from trading? At this point, my goal is just to execute my plan. Execute and scale up. Because the beauty about trading is you can do the exact same thing. You just add a 0 behind your order. So from buying 10 shares, You can buy 100 shares. You do the same thing, your net will be 10 times. It's very scalable until a certain extent. Right now, I can still scale up. I'm trying to scale up until I hit a limit. When will I cash out? I'll never cash out. I mean, if trading can generate 5 figures a month for me, why would I ever cash out, right? I will cash out when I feel like I've hit a ceiling. Let's say let's say the maximum I can buy in 2-3 months, I realize like I can only buy 300k, right? Anything above that, it's very hard for me to trade. Then anything above 300k, I'll wire out and put it into assets. Okay, obviously, one thing I have to mention, trading is risky, right? Trading is risky, and it might not be for everyone because you don't have the commitment to keep improving. That's fine. That's really fine, right? At least try. At least try to learn first. Try with paper trading. Okay, don't have like a stubborn mind where you tell yourself, oh, I can't take risks, so I'm not gonna try. Okay, give it a try, please. Try with paper trading, which is just fake money. You can use TradingView to paper trade. I'll show you right now how to paper trade. Give me a second. I'll show you how to paper trade on TradingView right now. So that you don't have to use real money if you want to trade. Okay, let's see. Okay, can you see my screen? Yep, you can. Okay, so if you are on TradingView, the way you paper trade is on the bottom right here. Look, you see these 2 arrows? If you click it, you can connect a broker. And down here, you should be able to see paper trading. Once you connect your paper trading account, then you see this menu right here. You can buy, sell just as if you're in the market. For example, I'll buy a position right now on British pound, Japanese yen. So you can track your trades here. You can trade it as if it's a real position, and you can keep track of your trades. So you don't have to put in real money, but you can still get the real feeling, the real experience of trading. Just use TradingView, right? It's free. It's free, so why not? Actually, you might need to have a premium account for it, but have no fear, because I have a link that can give you 30 days free premium for TradingView. Obviously, study first, then get onto TradingView. You can use the link that I posted in chat to get free 30 days of free premium. Go for the highest grade, okay? Just go for the highest grade free premium. And then you can use the paper trading function. So those of you who don't want to put in money yet, this is the perfect function for you. Yeah, there's other free trading apps as well. The only issue is most of them don't have Bursa. If you're doing forex, then you should be able, right? But if you're trading Bursa, if you're trading like this list of stocks, right, it's very hard to find. It's very hard to find a trading platform that allows you to paper trade on Bursa. Okay, what stock should I trade on Monday? Like, I won't be able to tell until I see it on Monday. That's the thing about my trading strategy, is that I can't predict what stocks is going to move, right? That is not what I'm trying to do, right? I don't do fundamental analysis and say, oh, this stock has good fundamentals, these guys are buying, it's going to fly on Monday. I look at what is moving on Monday and then I trade those stocks. Right. So if there's any more questions, please drop them in the chat for me. Do you think Inland Revenue Board will check you out and start to tax you? I mean, I can categorize it as capital gains because this is not my income, right? technically my income is my full-time job. So we'll deal with that when we get to that point. Because this is not, I mean, there's a lot of ways to move around it. Would you trade in London Stock Exchange? I've contemplated I've contemplated like jumping into the US stock market, but right now my biggest worry is latency. Latency being, if my orders are delayed, it will have a huge impact on my trading. So right now, instead of diversifying into the US market, I decided I'm going to try out forex first, because forex has a huge potential, huge market potential, and I feel like it's a lot more reliable. For forex, if in the next 6 months, if I can generate proper results, then I might start to do videos on forex as well. But for now, I don't want to share things that I haven't tested. I don't want to share things that I personally have not consistently achieved. So there won't be any forex videos anytime soon. Okay. Is there any more questions? So let me share with you one last thing before I end the session. Okay. Sneak peek for what I'm releasing this weekend. So this is not a course, okay? Please don't mistake this for a course. All of my resources are free on my channel. This is more, think of this as if it's tuition, okay? I'm going to release 2 packages, one for beginners, one for developing traders, right? You can see what's included and you can see the price on top, right? And for those of you who are currently in the webinar right now, I'm going to give all of you 2 free weeks of the student package on my Discord. Obviously, you have to be part of the Discord channel in order to use the student package. But all you got to do is just click the form, click the Google form, fill it in, and then I'm planning to officially release this on February. So starting February, whoever fills up the form by tonight, I'll give you 2 free weeks of student package so you can see what is gonna go on, right? So a quick run through real-time stock alerts. This is what I'm doing right now. So if you look at Stock Talk in my Discord channel, today I think let me see. Yeah, so today I called out a breakout on CMA. Let's see if I can show it right here. Similar to this, I'll call out potential stocks, and whoever saw CMA today, whoever caught it, congratulations. Right, so I think that will be useful for people who are just starting out and they don't know what to look for, right? These stock alerts will be a good way for you to learn, right? So that you can see what I'm looking at, and then eventually you will pick up, how do I look for these stocks? So I have a friend who I trade with right now, Huang. He's more than capable in identifying these stocks already. And in the past few days, I think he pinpointed 2 stocks during my live stream. So it's not, I don't want you to depend on these stock alerts, but it's a very good way to start. And especially for people who are working full-time jobs as well, I think this will be a very, very valuable service where you get alerted when I see any potential stocks, and then all you have to do is set your alerts. Market news, webinar archives, and weekly webinars. So weekly webinars covering more basics, technical stuff, and risk management. So everything that a beginner and a starter, everything that a beginner or a starter needs to know to start trading. And for the pro package, is more expensive, definitely, because you will get to see my trading log, so my exact trades, and you will get to see, and you will get weekly mentoring sessions and also weekly statistics and accountability sessions. So these 2 sessions are more for the psychology aspect. So this is for developing traders, where you already know the strategy, you already know how to trade, but you are having issues being consistent. Yep, watching my videos is definitely, well, I think you have to watch my videos and watch the market in the morning as well, so that you know what to look for. And since I live stream for free every morning, you can jump in the live stream and just pick up bits and pieces on when I try to identify a stock. So my goal here is not to put a paywall between people who want to learn, right? I don't want to force people to pay to learn. That's why I'm putting out all the free educational content on my YouTube channel. The first package is basically for people who need guidance, who want to jumpstart their learning, who want to speed up their learning. You're basically paying for my time, because as much as I want to provide free education to you all, it will be quite hard for me to put so much time and effort to guide you guys for free, right? It's very hard for me to find the time and put in the time, especially because I'm also working full-time at this, right now I'm still working full-time, so this will take up a lot of my free time. So you don't necessarily need the student package if you yourself are very, very hardworking and are willing to take in more resources from outside, because my content is limited to how much time I have, right? Especially if I run a full-time job. If I have a full-time job, I trade full-time, and I'm learning forex, and I'm running a YouTube channel, and I'm running this academy, right? There will be some challenges in how fast I can put out content. So the student package will definitely boost the speed of your learning. And the pro package, I know once a trader hits a certain point in their journey, I know that the mentoring session and the accountability sessions will be extremely valuable. That's why I valued it at $549 a month. It's already, in my opinion, quite cheap. Because think about it, for $149, you're getting 4 live sessions a month. So it's basically like $35 for one tuition session. So I'm charging like one third the market rate for a tuition teacher. Can I create an account, put the money in, and follow exactly each of your trades? No. You can try, but because of how fast my trades are, you have to be ready to anticipate an entry. You have to understand the strategy. You have to anticipate an entry, and you need to know when to exit. Also, because when I stream, there will be a delay that I cannot escape the delay. Even though I'm streaming on ultra low latency now, there will still be like a 5-second delay. Yeah, so I do suggest you go back and watch my live streams, right? Just go into a live stream and just keep pressing your right arrow until you see a green arrow on screen. That means I took a trade. Okay? But you have to learn to trade by yourself. I don't want to have people who are dependent on me, right? I want to help you learn to trade independently. But at the same time, I want you to be part of the community. Because, I think I've mentioned it enough times earlier, where the importance of having a group of people to trade with. What system are you using? By what system, I assume you mean what broker do I use? I use Hong Leong eBroker, so Hong Leong Bank's brokerage. I do recommend one broker, but no free advertisements, you know. If I can get a partnership with them, I will. If I can get a partnership with them, then maybe I'll promote them a bit. But right now, don't worry about brokerage yet. If you want to start, just go to a bank and start. Or just you know what? Screw it. Use this. This broker has the M Plus Online has the best commissions in the market, hands down. Intraday trading is 0.05%. That is insanely low. You can do your own research and find how much commissions other brokers take. You will never find broker that takes this little commission. when am I starting lessons? I'm starting this in February. So starting February, I will host weekly webinars, and I will get feedback from the community first to know like what you guys want to learn. But it's gonna be around the basics, right? Basics, technical analysis, risk management, and more Q&A sessions. So more technical Q&A sessions for those the ones who are starting to learn already lah. Okay, so make sure you fill up the form if you want to get 2 free weeks of student package. Okay, if you want to buy the yearly or if you want to continue with the monthly plans, I will have the details up on the Discord server soon. So make sure you look out for the post. And I'll also post it on Instagram. So make sure you're following my Instagram. My username is at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so I appreciate everyone who joined today. I hope you've learned something, right? I hope this will help you decide whether should you try or not. But I really do suggest you at least try and learn. Okay, at least try and learn, so that, I mean, there's no harm in learning, right? So that if you decide to pick it up in the future, at least you have a head start, right? There's really no harm in trying. My IG is Yaozenwei, so let me link it for you as well. That's my Instagram. Okay, so make sure you fill up the form by 10:30 p.m. tonight. I will close the form at 10:30, and then just keep track of, just stay connected on the Discord server. Right, stay connected on the Discord server. First thing, if you are wondering how to join the Discord server, it's the first link in the description. Okay, just download Discord. It's a very, very, very reliable software. It's basically the Skype. It's basically good Skype. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. Everybody have a good weekend. Everybody stay home, stay safe. Okay. And I'll see you on Discord. I'll see you in the next video. Watch out for my next video dropping on Tuesday. I'll teach you how to read orders. I'll teach you how to read the order flow in the market. Right, more technical basics coming. I would appreciate if you can smash the like button. I would appreciate if you can subscribe, so that, and I appreciate if you will share this. If you know anybody who could benefit from this, what Discord server, the first link in the description, bro. Just click the first link in the description. If you don't have Discord, it will bring you to an install page. Once you install Discord, just come back and click the link again, and you will get invited to my Discord server. So Discord is basically a chat room, right? A chat room where you can see what there is, right? And a sneak peek for the premium side is what you will get. So I hope to see you guys there. Yeah, I hope you can help me share this with anybody who's interested. My main goal is to reach people who need help, right? I don't plan to make money off of YouTube because, let's be real, the ad revenue on YouTube for a niche like this is never gonna be as much as how much I can make from day trading. So this is really purely, I just want to help as many people as possible. So your shares might help somebody change their life. Who knows? Right? Okay, so thanks again for everybody who's watching. I really do appreciate that you took the time to jump into this quick webinar. Okay, I hope to see you in my 9 AM next Monday. Every day, Monday to Friday, I'll be live streaming my live day trading. Okay, so that you know this is I'm real. I want to build a trustworthy brand, so I'm going to be as transparent as possible, as real as possible. You can't get more real than live trading. So good night, everybody. I'll see you whenever. I'll see you in the next video. Yep. So take care. Bye bye.